And joining us is three extraordinary individuals, Katie Stewart, Paige Canhero, and Lindsay Pulse. Are we ready? Perfect, let's take it on.
We've all seen these videos and heard these headlines that describe the world we've come to see as normal. But when we think about plastic, we often think about plastic water bottles, bags, and straws. But what about the plastic that holds the products we use to stay clean?
As it turns out, 8.2 billion bottles of shampoo, conditioner, and body wash are used every year in North America alone. But only 1 in 5 people recycle their bathroom toiletries. The bottles that do make it to the recycling plants are often still contaminated with leftover soap and therefore can't be recycled. So they're sent to landfills or they end up in our waterways.
And these bottles never fully degrade. They just break down into microplastics. Reports show that we unknowingly consume 74,000 microplastic particles every year, just because we eat fish, drink water, and breathe. This should not be normal.
But that's not all. Producing these bottles requires massive amounts of water, oil, and energy, and emits high levels of CO2. And in the liquid product, only 10% is the active ingredients. The other 90% is just wasted water. The resources used to create these products last year in North America alone could have been used to provide clean water for 44,000 people, to power 110,000 homes, and to take 280,000 cars off the road. That is the cost of our plastic packaging. That is the dirty side of soap.
We're taught to reduce, reuse, and recycle. But what if we instead chose to rethink our relationship with plastics? What if we found a way to not use plastic at all? Our solution is Earth Suds. It's shampoo without the bottle. From experiments in my backyard to drying out hand soap in the oven, we quickly realized this was no easy task. Fast forward 2 years, many bad hair days, and over 200 experiments later, we finally reached our defining pivot to tablets.
Earth Suds are single-use dissolvable tablets of shampoo, conditioner, and body wash. They're packaged in recyclable boxes and reusable shower cases, 100% plastic-free. When you crush, add water, and lather, they work like traditional liquid products, but steam or water alone won't dissolve the tablets. They're vegan, cruelty-free, sulfate and paraben-free, and our customers love that they're made from high-quality ingredients like argan oil and botanical extracts.
I love them. I love them. I love everything about them. They're compact, they're easy to use, they're colorful, they smell good. Really, they make me happy.
Earth Suds will change what you believe hair and body care should look like, and it certainly won't change how your hair and skin feels if you're used to a premium experience.
As the only product of its kind, we filed a full utility patent on a unique water-resistant yet fast-dissolving formula. And this year we were recognized by National Geographic as one of the top 10 innovations in the world for solving the global oceans plastic crisis. And we were featured in the May 2020 issue of National Geographic.
So the first thing that appealed to me about the Earth Suds innovation was to say, what if we just didn't have a bottle? It starts with materials innovation, but also a sensible approach to achieving that commercial viability.
But Earth Suds is more than just an innovative product. We are creating impact across our entire value chain. We source locally with over 60% of our ingredients coming from suppliers within 100 kilometers. All our packaging and shipping materials are recyclable or compostable. And our tablets are 10 times more compact than liquid products, which reduces emissions in transit by 80%.
We also saw an opportunity to embed social sustainability into our value chain. As Canadians, we often pride ourselves on our diversity. But what about diversity of mind and diversity of ability? In Canada, over 300,000 adults have a developmental disability. But in the Canadian labour force, as low as 31% of these individuals are employed. This makes this group among the most excluded from our economy. And as a result, many are financially dependent on others.
To create a better normal, we need solutions that are more sustainable for the planet and more inclusive for everyone. My whole life, I've witnessed the resiliency of my talented brother in pursuit of his lifelong goals, despite assumptions people may hold about a disability that he has. I joined Enactus 3 years ago, inspired by the team's mission of reducing systemic barriers for individuals of diverse abilities. And that's where we met Khaled. He's compassionate, hardworking, and his enthusiasm lights up any room he walks in. Khaled has a developmental disability, and like my brother and many others, the focus can often be on assumptions about what a person cannot do, rather than every person's unique abilities. This should not be normal.
At Suds, we set out to provide meaningful employment opportunities to individuals of diverse abilities. We worked with experts in special education and an occupational therapist to design a supported employment program, which also incorporates a work skills, financial literacy, and career planning curriculum. In addition, our program has been recognized by our province's official agency for adult developmental services.
In April of last year, we hired our very first 2 employees, Gord and Stella. And this year, we hired Drew Beth, Sam Zarbian, Freya, Sienna, and Khaled. The impact that this employment has had on our employees is difficult to put into words, so we thought we'd let them tell you about it themselves.
It makes me feel like I'm a very hardworking person and that I accomplished getting a job at Laurier and that I was getting experience in a manufacturing type job. I did pretty good at being able to save them the money that I own.
Suds makes me proud because I get to help the environment and make the soaps.
With their help, we launched our product line just 11 months ago. We've built a sound business model, selling through 2 main channels, direct to consumer through our e-commerce store and indirectly through over 60 retailers across North America. We sell packs of 30 tablets for $18 each. We were experiencing rapid sales growth, but then halfway through March, life changed dramatically.
Schools and retail stores closed, events were canceled, and business became anything but normal. But we wanted to create more positive impact. So we doubled down on our e-commerce channel and developed a powdered hand soap to address the global shortage. We also established a buy one give one campaign and have since donated 4,800 Earth Suds tablets to youth shelters and food banks in need.
As the world starts to adapt to a new normal, retail demand is increasing again. We will soon be selling in Canada's largest grocery store chain, Loblaws, a $25 billion company with over 2,000 stores across Canada. By December, we plan to have our products in 90 of their stores.
To meet this increasing demand, we've partnered with a contract manufacturer, which will allow us to increase our maximum production capacity from 50,000 to 750,000 tablets per month. Aligned with our core values of sustainability, they maintain our local sourcing and responsible production and packaging philosophies. With this shift, our employment program is growing as well, as we train our employees to take on the increasing demands of order fulfillment. We sold over 100,000 tablets, which has allowed us to prevent over 17,000 plastic bottles from ever needing to be created. And next year, that number will grow to 117,000 bottles, allowing us to prevent 2,000 liters of oil from being extracted from the ground, 230,000 liters of water from being wasted, and 16,000 pounds of CO2 from entering our ecosystem.
We employed 7 hardworking individuals this year and measured a 77% improvement in their workplace skills. And this coming year, we plan to hire 24 more individuals of diverse abilities to join the Earth Suds team.
We're building a better normal for our planet where we don't pollute our oceans, land, and air, just to package a product that's meant to keep us clean.
We all get to choose what this new normal is going to look like. So what does a better normal look like to you? Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching our video. I'm Katie, and today I'm joined with Lindsay, Paige, and Marissa. Now that you've gotten a better understanding of who we are, we would love to share with you what we're doing now and what our plans are for the future. All over the world, people are becoming more eco-conscious than ever. Their sustainability is top of mind for consumers, and we now know that it must be integrated into a company's core values in order to truly stand out. Today, we are seeing governments all around the world make big changes. In the US, many states such as California are placing bans on hotel single-use toiletries. In Canada, a nationwide ban was just announced on all single-use plastics by the end of 2021, and it's rumored that small format plastics will be next. Single-use toiletries are also becoming taboo in the hotel industry. Leaders such as the Marriott and the Intercontinental Hotel Group have committed to phasing out all plastic toiletry bottles, and we're sure more are going to follow suit. Again, sustainability is no longer an option, it's becoming a requirement. Every year, 8.2 billion of these bottles are used by North Americans, and over 96% of them are ending up in our landfills. This is because they're too small, made out of unrecyclable plastics, and always contain leftover product. As a result, they're shipped off to our landfills. Now from there, they're degrading into microplastics. This is getting into our food, our water, and even our air supply. So as you can see, plastic pollution is directly affecting you every single day.
This problem is one of the many reasons that Suds was created. We strive to challenge others to reimagine their relationship with plastic, and we are providing an easy and simple way to do so. One that doesn't compromise quality or experience. Suds allows for the hair washing experience of liquid shampoo with the sustainable benefits of a shampoo bar. With our products being in tablet form, this eliminates the use of a plastic bottle. And unlike shampoo bars, the single-use aspect of our tablets provides convenience, minimal storage, and no mess. This makes Suds the ultimate combination, as we have been able to eliminate the negative aspects of both products. Suds also has another facet of our business, our work readiness program. I know you've already gotten a breakdown in the previous video of the importance of empowering employment opportunities for this vulnerable group. Since the video you saw, we have doubled our work readiness program from 4 employees to 8, and we are excited to expand it even further in the near future. I work with these individuals closely and have been able to see how these jobs can truly make a deep impact. Matthew, one of our employees, has specifically improved his interpersonal skills. Matthew has difficulty with social cues and communication, but recently he came into his shift and immediately asked everyone how their Thanksgivings were. This may seem like a typical interaction, but this was the first time I had seen Matthew making a real connection with his peers. It was a great step for him, and we look to continue seeing this positive development in all of our employees.
Now, we hope to continue to penetrate the hotel and hospitality industry. Previously, we've executed various pilot programs to better understand the industry and how Suds fits in. In 2019, we ran 2 pilots at the Waterloo Inn and the Beverly Hotel in Toronto, and we're excited to find that an average of 31,000 pounds of plastic waste was diverted from landfills. On top of this, hotels enjoyed a significant cost reduction by reducing a large portion of their waste disposal costs that were often associated with those traditional plastic toiletries. Over the course of these pilots, we gained a number of insights that also allowed us to develop a time and cost-efficient stocking process and a targeted product delivery method for guests. We planned our expansion into the hospitality channel to be a seamless experience for hotels as they move away from more traditional methods. And to support this, we've begun developing various ways of delivering our product in the hotel setting. Craft boxes are the simplest way to integrate Suds into rooms. It requires no equipment installment, as tablets are pre-packaged and ready to be placed directly in washrooms. And for staff, this largely minimizes the labor efforts during room turnovers. Our travel tins present a more luxury option to guests. This option is for long-stay hotels where guests are gifted a tin filled with product upon arrival. Guests will be provided with enough product to last a stay between 7 to 14 days. The dispenser is among our favorite options, and these operate similarly to a liquid shampoo dispenser, but are completely plastic-free from the actual body to the refills. And unlike large bottle dispensers, they emanate a more hygienic and premium experience for guests. Labor is also minimized, as refills are only needed periodically, and there is more cost savings, as hotels can actually purchase our tablets in bulk form without any additional packaging. Now, we know that we have an exciting and uniquely new product design, and it's because of this that we actually count on standing out in every hotel room. Part of our plan to do this includes placing a tent card in every room alongside our Suds to educate and inspire a sustainable consumer mindset. Our goal is to make a lasting impression that goes beyond the bathroom. And this card, of course, can be customized to fit any hotel's branding to let your guests know that you stand behind bold solutions to help save this planet.
Some more recognition we've received since the video you watched is placing first in the One Race for Oceans competition. One Race for Oceans is a global competition aimed to help save our oceans and waterways across the world. We competed against over 2,500 teams around the world, and we are incredibly honored to be named the top solution for ending ocean plastic. So you probably recall us mentioning this achievement in the video, but it was so exciting we just had to mention it again. It was a big milestone for Suds, as it allowed us to gain international traction and helped validate our research from experts in the innovative materials field.
Now we are excited to show you a real-time virtual experience of our product line and how it works. So as you can see here, we have our various product lines. So there's 3 different colors that you see here. There's white for shampoo, yellow for conditioner, and blue for body wash. We also have travel tins, which can come full or empty, full being our starter packs, so you can try all of our products with the tint. And then we also have a hand soap. Just a big note too, we take pride in our product development, and we always make sure that all of our ingredients, all of our products are made with that are sulfate-free, paraben-free, cruelty-free, and vegan. We also ensure that our products are of the highest of qualities so that our customers get a great experience. Now Katie will show you how to use it. So you guys have gotten this understanding of who we are, and I would love to, in real time, show you how we actually work and how the product works. But first, I want to show you some things that you're familiar with. To start, you've all seen this. It's a plastic hotel toiletry bottle. I open the lid, I squeeze it out, I use it and wash my hair, but I'm left over with this bottle, and that just means that it's going to go in the trash. Another option is the shampoo bar, and this is more sustainable, but as you can see, I get it wet, I wash my hair, and then it's pretty drippy and gooey, and now I have a problem with how do I store this bar, and that's where Earth Suds comes into play. This is an Earth Suds tablet. As you can see, it is the size of half of my thumb, very small. But when I drop it into water, it's staying fully intact. And this is because we've designed the product to allow it to come into the shower with you and not actually dissolve until you apply pressure. So here's my tablet. I apply pressure and it crushes. From there, I lather it up and it's liquid again, all for shampooing my hair. So now that Katie showed you how to use it, I was over here sudsing up one of our shampoo tablets, and as you can see, it is extremely bubbly. So, like arguably more sudsy than a typical shampoo. Now that you guys have been able to understand how our products work, Lindsay has an extra special surprise for you all. So now that you've gotten to see Earth Suds in action, we would like to offer you the opportunity to try it for yourself. We are offering all site attendees a one-time promo code. So use Site Day 2020 for 60% off. All of the details of this offer are in the slide, so I'll just give you all a minute to take a picture or screenshot. And just to take note, this promo code is limited to the people in this conference, so please try your best to not share with anyone and give all attendees the opportunity to get some suds. Also, if you want more deals like this or want to just get to know us better, please feel free to follow us on social media. All of our accounts are just at Earth Suds Co. So this concludes our presentation. Thank you so much for your time and patience. I will now turn it over to Tony, who will lead Q&A.
Fantastic. That was an incredible presentation, so inspiring. So happy you're Canadians, and I hope that this business continues to stay in Canada because this is the kind of ideas that's going to power our new economy.
Thank you.
So you must be very excited. You must be very excited about the attention you're getting globally as well.
Yeah, it's definitely super exciting. The opportunities that we've been receiving recently are unimaginable, so it's awesome to see where we can go from here.
And there's the whole World Enactus competition. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Yes, so basically Enactus is a global organization. There's over 70 countries that partake in it, and just in Canada, there's over 80 universities that participate in it. So thousands of students contributing ideas every single year, pouring tons and tons of hours. So these are all real social enterprises that function. As you can see, we're one of them, and we're soon going to be in Loblaws. So that just speaks to the scale that some of these enterprises can have. We were lucky enough to be the winner of the national competition in Canada, and we went on to represent Canada at the World Cup this past September, where we came second in the world in that Enactus World competition, and also first in the One Race Four Oceans competition.
It's so amazing. So when you're talking to an account like Loblaw, what's your hierarchy of messages? Because you've got the social enterprise in terms of the people you're employing. You're talking about a product that is not only has got great efficacy, it's so positive in terms of its impact on the planet. How do you decide what to lead with to get the kind of attention that you're after?
Yeah, so we spent a lot of time trying to figure out who we need to get in contact with. Obviously, we're learning as we go, as any startup is. And we happened upon to get in contact with the right person who's actually in the natural health sector of the company. And she's the buyer for that, and kind of connected us with the right people. And they're actually really great because we do get a lot of help throughout the time figuring out how to fill out everything, as the process is fairly long, but we're making it through and we'll soon be in stores, which is amazing.
And as a group, I mean, when you started this, it was probably just a lot of fun, a school project. As it started to become more reality that this could be a business, did that change the dynamics of the team at all?
So I can speak to that. I'm the co-founder of Suds. So right from the beginning, it was always just a lot of passion towards helping the environment and being able to make this into a big thing. Of course, as things actually started happening that we probably didn't expect to happen, it just became really surreal and really real for the fact that, we're university students, but we still can make huge impact and create a lot of impact and just basically be on the same ground as any other company that's operating. So that's been pretty surreal. It has still been a ton of fun to be able to work with people who are basically your friends at the same time as basically coworkers. So the dynamic hasn't really changed on that front, but definitely everyone has gained a lot of, a lot of new skills throughout the entire growth process. Being able to experience that with a company from start to where we are now has been absolutely unreal for everyone involved.
So, I mean, you're working with a lot of friends, but you now also have to be the leader. How do you, because in our industry, instead of travel, we're often traveling with a group of people, and some people have influence in one area, some people have authority in the others. How have you worked out managing the relationship between, these are my friends, but at the same time, I'm hiring them to get a job done?
For sure. So I can touch on that. So I think a big part of it is we have a lot of individuals who are super eager to be a part of the team. So it's all about just the team culture and who we take on, just so you don't have to be that manager, that people are extremely self-motivated to make an impact and to get those experiences. So I think that is super, super important when figuring out the team dynamic for sure.
So we had Robin earlier talked about this sense of, instead of multitasking, monotasking, which is really focusing on one thing at hand, but you've got education you're dealing with, you've got a business that's scaling, you've got a social enterprise, you've got all sorts of things, competitions happening. How do you prioritize your day so that at the end of it, you feel like you've accomplished something as opposed to just being overwhelmed?
Yeah, so we're actually really fortunate. We're all students, and what we're learning applies directly to Suds and our work. So we're able to kind of take what we're learning in the classroom and apply it in the real world in this company. And I think it actually motivates us as students and as workers, because we're able to see directly the effects of what we're learning and what we're working and kind of merge it together and see wow, this is actually what I can do and things are possible. So it's actually more motivating than anything, I would say. Of course, it can be pretty overwhelming, but I wouldn't trade it for anything, and I don't think anyone else here would either.
So my final question is, I'm a big believer in, when you say that higher purpose, what you're passionate about, yours is it's a big, big problem you're solving. How do you animate that desired end game in a way that you can attract other people to your organization, you can attract organizations like Loblaw? How do you sort of animate it in a way that people go, it's tangible and believable, versus, wow, that's almost too big to even tackle? Does that make sense?
Yeah, so I can speak to my own personal philosophy around sustainability, and that's always been, to make a difference in the world, you should be changing as much that currently fits within your existing lifestyles. So making all those small changes that end up being better changes for you in the long run. So for some people that may be, bringing a reusable cup that they really like and they actually prefer over the plastic cups that you would get in a Starbucks. For us, we're one of those small changes by allowing people to swap out their toiletries in the washroom with something that can be better quality, that is easier to use, and just a better experience overall. So we take all of those benefits of switching to a more sustainable routine, and we become one of those small changes that can create a big impact. And we've seen through all of the work that we've done and all the product that we've sold, how big that impact can get when you get a lot of people choosing to make that one small change. And that's kind of the grounding that we take to all those larger retailers. You know, when they carry our products, they're able to make that impact through selling our products, as well as they have this amazing value proposition to their customers, because people really do find a lot of value in the product itself besides just the sustainability aspect to it.
Well, I was going to tell a little bit of white light because I have one more question, because I find you're the four of you so articulate and so passionate. You're going to get into Loblaw, you're going to get on store shelves, you've become number 2 in a world competition. What happens when a Unilever knocks on your door and says, your work is done, we want to take this over?
So we do have a lot of IP protecting our product. We have a provisional patent that's being filed on the actual form factor. So it protects both the formula itself and the actual use of the product in that tablet format. So any product that basically looks the same as us and acts the same as ours is protected by that patent. There also is a lot of reverse engineering that's gone into the product. So although it does look like it can be something that's very simply made, this is one of the first things that have been created like it in the world. And we've had cosmetic chemists try to create our product for us. And we ended up doing all of our research and development internally, because it was just something that is not as easy to figure out as it could be. Of course, I don't doubt that Unilever could probably come up with something pretty similar, which is why
I think they'd probably want to just buy you.
Yeah. So we've basically done a lot of work trying to build up our brand, so we have that brand recognition, we can be first to market and get distribution ahead of all these other competitors that are coming up on the market.
Well, listen, I'm just so proud of what you're doing, and I'm a father of 2 daughters, and I can just imagine how proud your parents are, and the fact that you have such a higher purpose than profit. It's about our planet, it's about the social enterprise, but bringing people in the organization that might often be thought of as marginalized and making them get to the point where they can walk in and go, how was your Thanksgiving? It's a beautiful story. Thank you so much for joining us at our site education day, and we'll chat soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.